high definition. Live, local, late breaking. KHNL News 8 at 6.
Welcome back, everybody. It is a story that has moved several state lawmakers to tears.
A state law prevents two private pay family members from living in the same adult foster home. Terry Cade and her husband of 63 years are in that predicament. Sydney suffers from bladder cancer and can't talk. His wife is also in a care home, but the couple is not allowed to live together. Surrounded by her daughters today, Terry urged lawmakers to pass a bill that would allow her and her husband to stay in the same adult foster home.
I don't know how long my husband can live, and I don't know just how long we can be together, but I think it will be worthwhile for many people in the community who are not as bad as my husband's condition.
The bill moved through the House and it could reach Governor Lingle's desk next month. Switching gears now, it is Friday. A lot of us looking forward to the weekend.
Yeah, we'll tell you if the weather will cooperate. Also, the story of two parents serving our country overseas. So who watches their son? That heartwarming story next.
And state lawmakers put petty politics aside to work on a bill that comes straight from their hearts. An elderly woman's plea is on the way to being answered. 86-year-old Terry Cade came to the state capitol today from Hilo with her two daughters and her grandson. She watched state lawmakers move out a bill to allow her to be with her husband of 63 years in the same foster care home. They've been apart for 2 years by a state ruling that prohibits people from living together if they use their own money to pay for foster care. Lawmakers are working to change that.
I know that this will benefit others too. That's why I'm very happy. Now we can come back to normal. We can be together with him.
Cade's husband lives in a care home about 15 miles away from her. Lawmakers say the bill they're approving would allow private paying partners, including married couples, same-sex partners, and siblings, to live together in care homes.
It is a story that has moved several lawmakers to tears. A state law is wreaking havoc on the lives of a Big Island couple who have been married for 63 years. As Sean Ibarra reports, this emotional story was brought on by state bureaucracy.
Terry Cade and her husband have enjoyed a long life together, but time is running out. You see, Terry's husband Sidney is battling bladder cancer and is confined to a foster family home in Hilo. And Terry herself is in need of skilled nursing care. So the decision was made to put the two together in one facility paid for by private insurance. But a lot of red tape got in the way. Here's the problem. Current law states that only one private pay patient who's not receiving any help from the government can reside in a foster family home. Representative John Mizuno says that's just not fair.
I couldn't find or comprehend a compelling reason why you would have a law to separate a couple who's been married for so long, or any couple for that matter.
So Terry is spearheading efforts to pass a bill that would change the law to allow up to 2 private pay patients to live in the same foster family home.
This situation that I'm in, I know many other people in the community will be facing the same kind of situation. And I hope with this legislation, it will help the community.
But time is ticking.
I don't know how long my husband can live, and I don't know just how long we can be together, but most of the time I'm there to see him, but I just stay there for not even an hour, and then I have to leave.
Cade's message to lawmakers is simple.
I would be much happier if I could stay close to him.
At the state capitol, Sean Ibarra, KHNL and K5 News.
More than 1,000 people sent in testimony in support of the measure. The bill is moving through the House and could reach Governor Lingle's desk as early as next month.
Imagine being married for more than 60 years only to be forced apart by state law. As Andrew Pereira reports, it's happened to a Hilo couple. Andrew.
Ron, under Hawaii law, care homes with 3 beds must reserve 2 of those beds for Medicaid patients. Because of the law, Terry and Sidney Ka'ide have been forced to live apart the past 2 years. Today, Terry arrived at the state capitol to convince lawmakers change is needed. Her 89-year-old husband is bedridden and unable to speak after suffering several strokes.
He understands me, and when I say, "Do you know who I am?" he'll say, he'll nod his head. And when I say, "I'm your wife," he nods his head. I know that he'll be happy if I'm there with him.
It hurts. It hurts because we know that Mom and Dad want to be together, especially my mother.
Now, the change in the law would allow 2 people with private insurance to live in the same care home if a 3rd bed has been vacant for 6 months or if there are other available beds nearby. The governor and key lawmakers are in support of the bill. The measure needs to clear 2 more votes before heading to Governor Lingle's desk. Andrew Pereira, KHON 2 News.